Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tance and we're doing another average review. And am I wearing the same outfit as the last video? Yes I am, because I'm trying to knock out 4 of these in a row because we're winding down to the end of the year. But before we get into it, you know the drill. Let's appease the YouTube AI algorithm overlords, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel, turn the bell for notifications, comment down below, throw a like, check out my other average videos, shorts, all that good stuff. Today, I'm gonna be covering Cronos, the new dawn, if the average gamer should buy it. First and foremost, I'm not going to talk a lot about this game just because the story is phenomenal and I don't want to spoil anything. So you're not really going to see too much in the videos here. I'm not going to get into like heavy of the story, just like the core gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. First and foremost, it's by Blooper, who has just been absolutely killing it with Silent Hill 2 remake and now this. A lot of people, even myself, kind of compare this to a Dead Space wannabe, and I can confirm after beating it that this is not a Dead Space wannabe. This is its own unique game, and I absolutely love it. I think there's a lot of great stuff in this game. You know, it's very similar to Dead Space, as you can see with the over-the-shoulder camera. You do have weapons. The only thing probably lacking here is the dismantling of the limbs of the enemies, and they're called like orphans and just other things. When it comes to the story, again, I'm not going to touch on that because it's such a freaking ride when it comes to story. I'm not gonna lie, it's confusing. You're not gonna know what's going on for the first part of the game probably, but when you finally start connecting the dots, it's really good. Early on, the shooting and the combat I found pretty hard. The orphans were pretty tough, and even with the base pistol here, the shaking of the guns was just insanely hard. I struggled a lot, and this is the first part of my video, and you'll maybe see it, but there was just some enemies that I was struggling, so it took me a minute to finally dial in the shooting. So also, obviously, they're like almost a bio-organic enemy-like thing. You saw it there. That's what a lot of them will look like. There are different variants. There are some really strong ones. In addition to your guns, you'll have things that are like a little flamethrower that comes out of your hand. I really don't know how to explain it. I think it was called like a pyre in the game. Here's one enemy right here. You'll see one really negative thing about the enemies is if they get close to other enemies, they will merge and they will get stronger, and it stinks. Eventually, you know, you found to go for the legs, and honestly, the punching and the stomping in this game was very similar to Dead Space, but I found pretty good 1-2 combos. But you can see, like, I'm shooting them, punch them. There's the fire right there, so you want to burn them, otherwise they can be merged into other ones. You'll get several weapons through the game. I found the starting pistol and the shotgun to be the best. There is a control delete gun near the end. It's pretty great. Inventory, it's very similar to Dead Space. You saw it there for a second. Unfortunately, the upgrade material in this game for your weapons and your inventory and stuff like that are called cores, and they're pretty limited in this game, and a lot of the times it takes 2+ cores for even like the first upgrade. So I did find that kind of discouraging. You really have to make your choices on, you know, am I going to upgrade the damage of my gun? Am I going to upgrade my inventory? Do I want to be able to carry another flame? So stuff like that. There are a couple boss fights. 2 or 3 are pretty repetitive. They'll have the same mechanic. The final fight, I'm not gonna lie, is very unique and very fun. Overall, like I said, I want to talk more about this game, but it's just, without talking about the story, the setting is great, the voice acting is great. The story can be pretty convoluted at points. There was points I was just making so many different speculations of what was going on. Sorry, you have to forgive me, I do have a little bit of a cold. So when it comes to atmosphere, it's great. When it comes to storytelling, it's great. Visuals are great. It's a pretty linear game. Every now and then you might find a side path. You do have a little indicator that can be kind of confusing. Inventory management, kind of a pain. Sometimes you might have to leave some good stuff behind. And there is some other aspects of the game that'll give you some stat boosts, but again, I don't want to get into that because that's a pretty big spoiler, and this is a game where you need to experience for yourself. I think Blooper knocked it out of the park. When it comes to an average gamer, yeah, I'm going to absolutely recommend this game, and I really do hope to see more from this universe because I think there's a lot they can do with this. I believe it did sell pretty well. I didn't really want to play it again. I thought maybe about 100%ing it, but I was just like, nah, had too many games I might play at the time. But overall, very well worth full price for the average gamer. Absolutely snagging on a sale. You know, at this point, I think we got to put our money into Blooper. They're doing a lot of good stuff, and I want to see that to keep going. So yeah, I'll give you some more gameplay. It's very dark. Here's more of the inventory. You can see this. You do have crafting. But yeah, you'll have like a save hub area. You'll have a like a Resident Evil style chest, upgrade station. You can buy stuff with credits or I guess energy. There's lore hidden throughout the entire game, but yeah. So this is just kind of what it looks like overall. That's I guess it's a little spoiler, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But that's kind of just the game right there. I recommend it to the average gamer. I had a lot of fun with it. So if you like what you see here, definitely subscribe to the channel, turn the bell for notifications, and then check out my other videos. We got some good games coming at the start of the year. It's officially Code Vein 2. I'm so excited to play that. And then be sure to follow me over on Twitch, where I give away a Steam PC game every Friday. So thanks for watching. Throw a like to the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.